Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I nurture my vibrations and I recognize that which expands them and contracts them. So I was sitting here with the Astro and I was like, I'm not feeling inspired, I'm missing something, and then click, I see it. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. So let's start with the interesting and then we'll deal with the other stuff. It's all interesting, but this is what clicked. So have you ever heard, there's a quote like, all the world's a stage and we're all players and play on, right? And as I was looking at this interesting connection between Jupiter and Gemini in an inconjunct with the moon in Scorpio, I was like, oh, interesting. So Jupiter's been hanging out at 11 degrees, that master degree. This is actually the degree where it'll go retrograde direct in about 2 weeks. So it's hanging out at this mastery degree. And anytime something is at a master degree, there's a master's program for us via university. And this master program is asking us to be aware of the players in the show. So everything that's happening in your personal life, in your local community life, in your country life, and in the whole world's a stage life is giving you the programming, the shows that you need for your continuing education, for your personal degree in your university. Now, the moon today has you like either being like, oh yeah, this feels good, or no, I do not like this. Probably some of both, right? Some of both. But both are teachers for you. And this is a reminder that what is showing up in our world, which is weird, but it's for your edification. And I know that's hard when we're watching the Stage and Pony show, right? Who does the mask look like? It looks like somebody specifically to me. Anyway, but these are players. The politics are players. And we're all meant to be learning, getting something from our individual experiences, but also the larger world experiences. So watch what's showing up for you. Pay attention to what is pulling your attention and where you're going with it emotionally, because it's trying to help you. It's trying to teach you something. So that's going to be a really fast-moving transit through the moon and Jupiter in this inconjunct. They're not seeing each other clearly because Jupiter is like, I just want to look for the good. I just want to look for the shiny, or I just want to see this. I just want to see this specific story. And Scorpio's like, oh no, we're going to feel the full range of everything. That's part of Moon and Scorpio mastery, right? We're going to feel our way through, and we're going to recognize where we need to have boundaries and where we have to look at our own shadows and where we can see those outside shadows and where we can see the masks on the shadows. Now, besides that, speaking of all the world a stage and we're all learning, the Moon in Scorpio is also connecting to Saturn today. Saturn in Pisces. And Pisces does rule media, interestingly enough. But in and through this is also a reminder, Saturn and Pisces specifically, but all of the energies that are in Pisces. Pisces is the long karmic game. This is lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of the lessons. And we have to remember that these players have played before. They have played before. And through so many lifetimes. And a lot of these things that are happening are repeat lessons. I've shared before that I have memories of Atlantis, which is crazy, I know. But I do. And a lot of this mimics those times. And I have adjusted how I showed up, because I realized how I showed up was feeding the agenda I didn't want to show up. And so my agenda this time is love. My agenda this time is let's come together. My agenda this time is community. And so this is where we're wanting to lean in these energies. But I want you to recognize where even like your feelings, whether it's about the government, where they've come up before and how, you know, other energies may be playing, feeding in, instead of you adjusting your way through whatever's unfolding. Now, I say all this for today. Tomorrow, Thursday, is another story. We are going to have Mercury, Mars, and Uranus all dancing. So tonight, as you try to go to sleep, things may get frenetic. Your nervous system may fall off. Focus on that as we build into that energy. And again, you're going to start feeling that probably earlier than just the evening. But be aware that that's coming in. But for now, see where you can find the plays, the stories, the repeating stories locally out there in the world. And what is your call to shift? Because the only thing we can control is ourselves as individuals, and how we're showing up and how we are participating, because we're always participating, whether with our thoughts, vibrations, actions. We are always in participation with everything unfolding. So what is your part? Let's look at the rest of these cards. Intuition. That's a strong one. Taking time. I saw somebody say, like, with these times, like, meditation is not just an option right now, it's a, like, requirement. And I would double down on that. So take that time to reconnect with yourself and your inner voice to help you recognize the shadows, the puppets, the masks, and your own wounding, the inner child card, right? The outsider, where you think that you're looking from outside, but you're participating. And how are you participating? How are your wounds participating? Always good to look at. And remembering we are also always sharing this, our light, the love, the kindness that we generate. That's so important to remember. And I also want to remind everybody that nothing's set in stone, right? And there's a lot of possibilities still to unfold, and we don't want to put those aside due to being disenchanted by the world. Don't put your love aside. Don't put the possibilities of goodness and better and better things happening. I also love my Rumi card for today. You who show the way, card 33. It says, the logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept the drowning in the sea as their destiny. The logical mind finds consolation in reaching a level of comfort in life. Lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. So, even in your unquenchable passion for service to humanity, to the world that offers you so much, there's a time when your most powerful offering is actually and most simply that of your presence. You show the way. You who inspire through how you choose to live and be. You who sometimes think yourself to be invisible. You who consider yourself to be of no particular or exceptional worth. Yes, you. You who through your choice to live your truth, reveal your face, and demonstrate, or live your truth, reveal my face, demonstrate my love, there we go, embody my presence, heal my beloveds, and love my creations. I think that's meant to be coming from God. This oracle comes to you with a special message. You are the inspiration, and you're helping those around you, and even many who you are unaware of. You are doing this because this is your path, this is your way, your gift, to live a life dedicated to the growth of consciousness, and through that dedication, inspire others to receive the loving consciousness of the great beloved. You're being gifted through this oracle with a sign, a portent. This oracle is an omen, an issue too difficult for you to understand, no matter how hard you've been working on it, is about to be resolved. You have no need to hold on to it or become more worthy of that resolution. It is going to happen. You who help others are a worthy recipient of the help of the Great Beloved. Be prepared to surrender all plans and convictions about what can and cannot be. Hold space for the possibility. There we go. For the possibility about what you think you know and what you think you need. Allow the benevolent grace of the Beloved to take you through the great waves as the seas become calm and serene under the living divine light. This oracle brings the message that if you have a situation in your midst that feels impossible to resolve, the divine has it covered. Do the sacred honoring ritual and let it be sorted out by a power greater than your own. It shall be sorted out, and your sun shall rise. Just as day follows night again and again, so too shall your sun rise after any issues or struggle. Have faith and hope, and know that this is a sensible approach to any dilemma, no matter how serious it may seem. For what use is it to bemoan the absence of day, even on the longest night, when you know that every moment dawn is ever closer to breaking once again? Your hope then is not foolish, but wise. Sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands on your heart and say, "The divine who loves me unconditionally blesses me now with such grace that my life aligns with divine order and all becomes golden, blessed, and mercifully held in the compassionate consciousness of the Creator. I thank you for the courage and faith I have needed to endure the night. I now celebrate the coming dawn. I see it breaking, I see its light, and I thank you for its mercy. With Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I am now shown the way to the dawn. It is at my feet, and together we step into the gift of a new day. So be it." And if you have a specific issue you would like addressed, hand it over to the Divine Beloved now by talking about it, just as if you were having a conversation with your oldest and dearest friend. For that is exactly what's taking place. Then when you have explained your feelings, your doubts, or your fears, let it go and know that the situation is held in the grace of the Great Beloved. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. So, I'll leave it there for today. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And beyond that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are on a spiritual level. And know that you are, we are together, the solution. Namaste.